Is this Animal Crossing? This is Animal Crossing. This is like the island music. I can't remember which island specifically. I think this is like the island that Cap'n takes you to in Animal Crossing New Leaf, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's see. My sweet god, I have like so many things open because I was working on so many Lycus pages today. But it's okay. I'm here from YouTube. Welcome in, Sunny. Hello. I hope you enjoy your stay. Alright, but yeah. I have these we're gonna work on. I'm very excited to do these comms. I'm gonna switch this over to drawing. I remember that because that island gave me PTSD because of the stag grind. What's funny is I was always on the stag grind, but like in a way it was kind of peaceful. Like I enjoyed it. Critter with the petting gift has now made me wish Critter was real and could be pet. I genuinely want to be, okay. 1, I want a fursuit so I can go to cons in fursuit. 2, I would love to make a critter, I would love to commission someone for a critter plush pattern so that I could share it so people could commission the plush from other people if they wanted it. Because I've been thinking about it, I want people to have the ability to get a critter plush, but because there's no way that I could do so, like, and feel ethical about it, I want to make sure that, why am I drawing it so fucking small? I want to make sure that I could just kind of like pay it forward to other creators in the community, especially because like there's no reason for me to have get the funds if I'm not making the plush myself. Does that make sense? And that way you guys can have Critter be real and like show your support. Would Critter's fur be waxy like a platypus since it's semi-aquatic? I was thinking more like mink or like ermine fur. Also, yes, it is tomorrow, Nova. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited for it. So we're doing these. Also, I'm so sorry if I'm like rusty drawing because I have I've been drawing today, but I was doing line art and colors for like I think these 2 pages. So I'm like I'm in the drawing grind set, but not the brain cell of sketching just yet, but it'll catch up with me. I need you to know I clicked on yesterday's stream notif before you were live, thinking you were live and went, OMG, you're live, and you weren't. No, I'm so sorry. Alright, let's get these horns. Oh, this is still a 3-pointed horn. Okay, okay. I thought it was 2-pointed, but the 3rd point was just back there. Makes sense. Okay. I wanna also, Onyx, since you're here, is it okay if I give props? Like, if I gave like a cup of hot cocoa to this character, would that be okay? Or is that not lore? Is that not lore accurate? Go for it? Okay, cute. Also, my bird mount in Monster Hunter is now critter colors, and I think the colors worked out pretty well. You even have a stuffed kitty toy on the saddle like Mars's cat toy. That is adorable. That's so cute. You can see one on the ref. Wait, am I goofy? I'm goofy as shit. Well, if it wasn't gonna be a mug, the other thing I was thinking was, well, I'll see. I'll see when I get there. I'll see how the pose chalks out naturally. Sometimes when I'm not enjoying drawing the horns this early. Maybe I need to like, I guess I could just do it with sticks. Thank you guys, of course. I'm using the stream as a pick-me-up as I sew. I didn't get the job I wanted, but I can still work on my small business and not be a crybaby about it. Fellow Friday, I'm sorry you didn't get it. I hope you get to do 5,000 wonderful projects that you enjoy. And also, they're missing out. I'm sure you would have been a great fit for the team, but that's their loss. Alright, let's see. Sometimes drawing the face shape is like the best thing to do because then you can have kind of an idea of like which way you want things to be facing. Also, I'll admit, we've been like planning for picking Nova up all day today. And I mean, obviously for longer than that, But Forrest just realized the time that we're gonna have to wake up is 5:30. So this will be a shorter stream solely because I don't know how late I can stay up and then wake up and be functional at 5:30 in the morning. Needless to say, I will be charging my Switch and my phone tonight, and also my iPad to draw. March is a grunge month. You'll be past it, and then the first chunk of recovery in no time. Oh yeah. 5:30, go to sleep then. Honestly, it's not that late right now. Like, it's only 6 p.m. It's like 6:30 p.m. I'm thinking just to get like the good amount of sleep that I need, I would just have to be in bed by 9. So instead of ending at our normal time, ending a little earlier. But I think that, you know, if I end at 9, that's still like a 2.5 hour stream. That's like not bad at all. I hope you can rest well. Thank you. Honestly, I fall asleep pretty easy. Also, welcome in, Eggy Sandwich. Eggy, I have to ask, you're one of the other badge comms, and I wanted to know, you specified wanting to be holding one of that little character, Low Poly, but do you have any idea what you wanted your wreath around your badge to be, other than just your name? Because, or like the kind of circle around the badge. If not, I was just gonna probably make it like cool stars and baubles, but if there's anything specific you would be like that you feel represents the character. Critter, just know I am bouncing excitedly. I have a big stupid smile on my face, and I'm excited. So that's actually part of the reason I like doing commissions, and maybe why I might move commissions just to like live stream only. Because then I get to like see people's reactions while they draw. There is something a little stressful about people seeing my artistic process, because like I do make a lot of changes, and I'm like, oh, what if you like the old version better? Also, something I'm noticing is like technically this should be like here. As you can see, like I said, I'm a bit rusty right now because I haven't started like drawing for the day. I've just been doing line art. I wonder, it might be cuter if the character's like looking out at the viewer. Almost like being greeted through a window. Have you been looking at Critter Outfits missions at all? I have been. I have to check the tag because I've been busy this week. But honestly, my plan is to look through them this weekend when we have Nova. I don't know if I've said it on stream, but Nova, I mean, I know I said it like literally a few minutes ago, but for those of you not in the know, we're picking up our friend from Top Surgery tomorrow. So this week has been busy like preparing for that, but that's what the plan is, to catch up on stuff that I've been kind of sideburning. Your streams are so good for co-working. I had them on in the background while I studied for my juvenile delinquency exam, and I got a 100% on it. That's awesome. Although, JD exam, how did... Actually, I feel like that's invasive to ask. Sorry, I'm just curious. Like, are you in JD? Or are you studying to help out people in JD? But that said, I'm glad you got a good score on the exam, and congratulations. If Nova appears on stream in the near future, we need to be so unfunny. We must not make him laugh hard. I'm a criminology major. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. My old criminology teacher, at one point she worked on helping teach inmates, like, and giving them an education. But then at another point, she did a similar thing where she taught classes about law in a juvenile detention center. She was really cool. I liked her. She talked a lot about like incarcerated people's rights and like helping people know what their rights were, because a lot of times people who are incarcerated are like not really told that, and they're read them out loud, but they're not like told what they mean. So that was what she did. Oh, also sorry. Hey Critter, I found this Pinterest image that I've been using as my reference for one of my D&D species, and I didn't realize it has your username on it. It's the thing about hobbits I just noticed yesterday. So Stellar Cosmo, what that is I drew Bilbo Baggins as I had imagined him when I was a kid. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, I'm now using this as my headcanon for hobbits. And I've seen people draw hobbits like that since then. I'm like, damn, I didn't know my influence, but it's kind of funny. Like, I think elementary school me would be glowing right now to know that I now hold just a small fraction of power to make people draw hobbits the way that I saw them when I was a kid. I'm like gonna fucking redraw the face like 5,000 times, I'm sorry. I'm very specific with how I do anthro faces, especially when I do them more detailed, because if there's not like the volume there that I want to be there, I start getting angry. Especially because it's like a headshot, so like that's the subject of the piece. It is exactly how I see halflings hobbits now. Yeah, so the lore behind that, like the story was that I was a very avid reader as a kid, and I guess I just really liked animal characters, and there's multiple instances in The Lord of the Rings, or I guess it was The Hobbit that I was reading, where they describe Bilbo as being rabbit-like, and they compare him to like a small animal multiple times. So to me, I read that very literally as an autistic kid, thinking, oh, like he's a creature. And then later on watched the animated film, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean he's a guy? Like, they literally said he was a little bunny rabbit. This guy's color scheme is so nice, right? I know it's not the holiday season anymore, but like, I don't know. Like, seeing this character made me so excited because I was like, I kind of like Christmas colors. Something about Christmas, and I have to be very clear, I'm not religious in the slightest. I'm taking Christmas back from them because I like Christmas. I think that it's sweet that there's a holiday all about giving people gifts and snow. I love winter. So I'm starting to fall in love with it a little bit. And suddenly, the creature feature can always be Christmas in your heart. It's true. I bet the author guy would have loved your interpretation, honestly. What's funny is apparently Tolkien absolutely hated when people drew the hobbits as little creatures. Also, as an art, thank you so much for the sub. His reasoning for saying that, and I kind of get it, like, in terms of thematics of the story, the point was all the people of Middle-earth are supposed to look like human beings because he didn't want any of them to be dehumanized, because the story was a commentary on the inhumanity of war and how, despite people from different places look different and they might live differently, at the end of the day, they're all still human beings. Allegedly, that's what Lord of the Rings is supposed to be about. But then, of course, you have, like, well, I won't get all into it. All I'm gonna say is, little kid me did not fucking hear that. I was not listening. My ears were plugged, and I was like, you're wrong. Bilbo is a bunny rabbit. Which I think is kind of funny. Now, primarily, I think that's because Tolkien, it was either World War I or II that he fought in, and that's why he wrote essentially about, like, the horrors of war. He wanted to capture his time at war through fantasy. Fellow Friday. I was gonna say, I'm not the biggest fan of Tolkien. I think that, like, there was a lot of stuff that he did creatively that was really cool. He was still racist, so I'm not really, like, gonna be the guy's biggest glazer. I'm just gonna say I respectfully decline his vision. I understand the reason for it, but the elementary schooler in me was like, no. Be wrong, but didn't the dwarves treat Bilbo like he was expendable at first because he was a hobbit? Yes, they absolutely did do that. And because hobbit lives are, like, much shorter than other races' lives, like dwarves and elves. I think I made the eyelashes too long. Hold on, I'm gonna need to fix that. I don't know. Personally speaking, I think that Dunmeshi does, like, the whole, like, races with different age thing much more interestingly. In my book, I like it better, but Dunmeshi definitely borrows. Shorter lives, bunny real? Do you see now? Do you see now why I was like, oh, well, clearly he's a little bunny rabbit? To me, to, like, 9-year-old me, that made sense. I'm a Tolkien head, but I love analyzing him critically. Oh, absolutely. That's the thing. That's the thing, is, like, I think that you can acknowledge someone's creations and, like, contributions to the creative world while still going, they were a little bit of an asshead. Hobbits were like gerbils to me. Have you ever seen my Hobbit art? Hold on, let me get it. Because I would say that they're about the same. Or that we feel the same. There are only two genders, little kitty cat and funny little bunny rabbit. Someone made a video of that with Leica's comment. Hold on, I can grab it. Oh my gosh, yay, my Kale artwork is doing well. For those of you that haven't seen it, this is how I drew hobbits. Or this is like how I envisioned hobbits in my head, like when I was reading Lord of the Rings. I think my vision's better. Some talented people are also awful, and it just sucks. I mean, actually, that's something that I want to teach people all the time when I like teach art history, because they'll be like, we'll be like talking about a piece and they'll be like, wasn't XYZ person bad? Like, didn't they do something bad? And I'm like, I regret to inform you that even people that are like ostensibly horrible people will sometimes make good art. Like, it doesn't mean that their art isn't well made. You can just go, really cool art piece. This person was a piece of shit. And I think that if the second you start equating like the ability to create something beautiful to someone's moral goodness, watch out, girl, you have just fallen down another rabbit hole of equating visual beauty to moral purity. It's just the same thing again. You don't have to like their art either, by the way. I have to be very clear, is if you find out someone's a shitty person that makes you not like their art anymore, I understand. There's plenty of artists I feel that way about, where I'm like, you know, from a different person, I would like this art piece. I can acknowledge that it's well put together, but simply because they are a piece of shit, I do not like it. I'm sorry, I'm getting so mad. I think I should have drawn the structure of the head before I started adding hair. I'm so sorry, Onyx, for watching me erase all of this. Oh man, you pushed me into the Jacob Geller rabbit hole, by the way. I keep watching his videos while working. They're fucking so good. They're so good. My first video I ever saw by him was The Anatomy of a Haunted House and Kitty Horror Show. I think that's Geller. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not lying. Hold on. No, yeah, it is. Okay, good. I was just making sure. He also changed the thumbnail for it, which I think is when it got updated. Yeah, that's J-Gal. Okay, cool. Very off topic, but the other day at the food pantry, they gave me Kinako Forest cookies, and I'm jumping for joy. Oh, that's awesome! Kitty Horror Show mentioned, I need to play Anatomy. I think that's such a cool game. Okay, like, if we're doing the head... Also, I love the shape of these ears. They are so fucking cute. I drew a reindeer recently, and I was like, ears are all right, but something about these ears is just like, oh my god. I forgot they could be drawn so cutesy. Could we please have stars and hydrangeas for the border, please? Absolutely. Also, I don't know if someone said it, but I just realized that captions are drawing details without construction lines because I'm used to drawing them and then losing my vision, having to redo it, my beloved. Yeah, it's my biggest sin. I'm always like, I don't need construction lines, and then the art piece comes to bite me in the ass. I need to draw Forest's reindeer Sona in a bell harness because it would be so cute. Okay. I just have to treat it like it's a fursuit model head and carve the shapes out of where I know they're supposed to be placed. It's not dinner time. I love captions forever. No worries. And also, I'm doing well. Thank you, Digital Poison. We are gonna do a shorter stream tonight because my friend Nova is getting top surgery tomorrow, and we are going to pick him up and be with him. So, but to do that, we need to wake up at 5:30. So I will be going to bed earlier, much earlier than usual. But I still wanted to get some work on these done because I enjoy drawing furries very much. Also, it's kind of nice to have a change of pace from the chibis. Like, I didn't think I was getting burnt out of doing the chibis, but after a while of doing them, I was like, I don't know if I have any more ideas for little beanbag body pose. Like, I just don't have anything else left in me. And sometimes just drawing like a really cute headshot is nice. I don't know if I like that pupil placement though. Oh, there's captions? Yes, there are. Because not because. A while ago, people asked for captions, but the Twitch auto captions were not the most accurate. If you do !CC, oh, Cyberan, thank you for grabbing it. It'll show you how to set them up. What if you have a handful of your character here chibi bases for commissioners to choose from? See, that would probably be the more economically smart thing to do, but in terms of like art satisfaction, like me having fun making them, I think I would die. It's kind of like eating only microwave meals for every single meal of the day. I don't care if it would make me money. I think I would die of sadness, like a gerbil, or I guess bunnies die of sadness. But thank you, genuinely thank you for the suggestion, because I do see other artists do that to great effect. If I do the same thing too many times drawing, it starts to make me miserable. And I think the reason that comics don't get that way is because it's not the same, like you're telling a story that progresses over time. Also, it's over is still listed in commands. Ooh, wait, thank you. We can take that out. I'll make a note to take that out tomorrow. Pretty sure Nova made a post on Tumblr a while back saying he didn't like those jokes. Oh, yeah, those, I understand. Just that he's not comfortable with jokes about his top surgery. Me side-eyeing my microwave mac and cheese dubiously. It's just, it's enrichment. Like, I don't know what it is. You need diversity in life. You need to do different things. There are definitely, like, some people, and I myself am this way sometimes, who can enjoy the same thing for a while and over again, but there are definitely other things, like with art, where I need a little bit of difference or I start to go nuts. I'm still in the stage of learning art of learning the structure of things that I forget half the details I want to put in the picture. The alpha, that's perfectly fine. Like, the thing is, I think I've shown some of my older art before. I did not always used to draw this way. I have gotten this way over the course of like years and years of practice. Sometimes it's easier to learn the generalized shapes of things and then begin to add detail back in. I would say I could even make my art more detailed, but I specifically choose not to, because I prefer structural integrity of the drawing over ornateness. But neither is better or worse, because there are some artists that I love that just completely forgo, like, don't give a fuck about structural integrity of the drawing, but it still looks good because they draw like crazy. Like, they have such beautiful details. And sometimes it just is part of their style. You'll see like a lot of abstract painters are like this, where like, it doesn't matter exactly that something's anatomically incorrect because it just still feels good. Art is so fun and beautiful and different for everyone. Absolutely. So really, it's just about your process and what you're interested in learning and like what you want to get better at. There's no pressure to be anywhere except for where you're at until you're ready to move on from that place. And, you know, the other thing is, too, when you are ready to move on, sometimes it's not going to feel good. Sometimes it's going to be like, why does my art suck suddenly? And that's where I need to remind you, your art doesn't suck. You're trying something new, and it's natural to be bad at something that you've never done before or you're just starting out at. So don't quit it. Keep chugging. You'll get back to that place of comfort, and then you can stay there for a while before you decide you're ready to, you know, jump into a new pursuit. What's your opinion on tracing art for practice? I think that that is something that almost every artist I've ever known has done. I think that if you do post it, if you want to post it, there are two things you should do. You should ask the artist whose artwork you've traced if they're comfortable with that, and then even if they do say yes, go ahead, you can share it, you should still credit them. But I don't think there's anything wrong with tracing art. As a matter of fact, how else would you understand, like, I mean, it's like color dropping people's art. People ask if they can study my colors all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I don't mind. Like, I want you to figure out what you like about my work so you can take it and interpret it in your own way. I think if someone color dropped a piece of mine to, like, make a commission of the same exact character and sell it, it would feel icky. And that's happened before, but I'm not, like, I don't crash out at them. It's just like, okay, man, it's kind of lazy, but it's fine. Is it okay if we ask, how do we come up with a comic story that we will be passionate enough to keep working on? Cindy, I have to say the best thing that you can do in that instance is to be as self-indulgent with the story as possible. And that might sound like counterintuitive advice, because then you're like, well, will anyone even read my comic if it's self-indulgent? Sometimes the best stories you can write are the ones that you get really passionate about, so it doesn't matter if it's like super popular in terms of what's trending or what's succeeding right now. What you like will likely be something that someone else also likes and eventually become popular in its own right. Also, you will fail. Sorry, that's the other thing. So the first 3 comics that I tried to write did not keep going with it. Because I just lost interest in the project, and that happens sometimes. But I will say the difference with Leica's is that I never created the characters with the intention of writing a comic. I created them with the intention of being self-fulfilling and making myself feel better. And then people were interested in the story as I was talking about it, and I was like, damn, okay, I guess I'll write this comic for myself then. Do you already have an ending plan for your comic? Yes, I know exactly how Leica's comic ends in all of the major story beats. I even have things that sometimes I'm not sure how I'm going to get into the comic, maybe they'll just be things that I know because I don't think they, you know, ruin or lessen the enjoyment of the story if the readers don't know them. But sometimes I think that maybe I'll do like little side comics or like spin-off things just to communicate them for fun. How does it end? Tell me nobody else will hear because I'm magic. Sorry, Jade, I can't say that. I hereby copyright blue all of it? No, sorry, I don't believe in like color palette owning. I think that shit's goofy as hell. That's why I said I don't think, like, if someone color palette, or if someone eye drops a piece that I do for an art piece, I don't fucking care. If they're selling something of it, yeah, I'm gonna side-eye them a bit, because it's like, I mean, that's fine, I guess, but the answer to our problems is not fucking copyright law. Copyright law might have come into existence to protect small artists, but at the end of the day, it benefits corporations the most, and you catch me dead. You don't want to know the ending of Leica's comic yet, silly? You don't. Like one-shots? Kind of like one-shots, or either a book anthology of just, like, chapters about each of the individual characters. And, like, this entire playlist has just been, like, Animal Crossing songs. Your comic looks beautiful. I would love to own a physical book copy someday. That is a goal of mine. I would love to get it published. Because I also like holding physical media. Yeah, a guy who is so ears. Also, hello, Dear Fangs. What do we do if we don't know what we're passionate about at all? Then this might be kind of contentious advice. I don't think you are ready to write a comic yet. I don't think you're ready to write a long comic yet. You should write a bunch of little comics about things that you care about right now to get practice writing comics, and through doing that, you'll start to learn and notice themes that reoccur in your work. And also, you should draw. You should draw a whole lot, because the more you draw, the more you realize what you do and don't like drawing, and the more you realize what you don't know how to draw yet. Did stream start earlier today? It did. I started earlier because we're gonna end earlier, because we're picking up a friend early tomorrow. That was a lot of early in one sentence. I heard doing comic diaries is a good way to practice. It is, and I also did that. When I was in college, I didn't write a traditional diary. I actually kept all, and also I just threw it out yesterday. I wrote all of my daily life and happenings in a diary in the form of comics. And I drew all of my classmates as animals because it helped me memorize their names and faces better. And I pitched it because I didn't want to see it anymore, because there were people in it that I just don't talk to anymore, and my life is so different now that I was like, there's no use holding on to this. But I will say the things that I learned from doing it were invaluable, and I could not recommend it more to everyone. Heading out, good luck with your travel and good luck to Nova. Have a great weekend, everyone. Oh, thank you, Ver. I've been doing that actually because of you sharing it before. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's see. Oh, I forgot the little buckle in the front. It's so fun to make silly doodles for myself. No, it really is, and it also helps you figure out what you like drawing. I mean, because art, in a way, is a form of self-expression and sharing ourselves with the world. So if you are struggling to do so in a way that's like a little more chic, I guess, like not as direct as literally just drawing yourself over and over again, why not just draw the thing that you know best, which is yourself? Or if you don't know yourself very well, then drawing can also help you get to know the kind of person that you want to be. I used to draw my future self all the time when I was a kid too, like what I wanted to look like, what I wanted to wear. Hi chat, joined kind of late. Absolutely no worries, Applebox Dog. We started a little earlier than usual. The reason for you letting go of the old sketchbook is letting the old sketchbook go is totally legitimate. Do you ever find it hard to let go of old sketchbooks that you might find you have too much of? Honestly, I think the biggest thing with old sketchbooks that annoys me is that before, when I was younger, I would half finish them. Like, I would literally finish like maybe 40% of the sketchbook and then just stop drawing in it. And now I have a rule for myself where I cannot get a new sketchbook until I'm done the last one, no matter how much I dislike the book or like don't like the art in it. But the other part of that rule that's kind of nice is that I'm never scared to draw in it like ugly. Like, my sketchbook has stuff from like stamps, signatures from people, phone numbers written down. I have ugly like thumbnails for pieces that I wound up doing. There's like so much in there. Also, this is really cute. Sorry, I know I resketched this like a billion bajillion times, but I think it was worth it because it turned out really cute. But now we're gonna do the scary thing. Hold on. That is not what I meant to do. Oh, it's literally fine. Yahoo! All right, anyway. Which is mostly okay with me until I want to make a character, which thankfully I don't want to do super often. I was gonna say, it actually looks fine. Like, it's not even... It's completely proportionate both directions, which is impressive, because usually when I flip it, it's like, ah, fuck. You passed the flip test. I did. Flip your art turns at 90 degrees and tilts head. The thing is, it wasn't even flipped. It would have been exactly the same direction. Oh, thank you for the posture check. All right, let's see. I'm trying to understand. The buckle's probably like this. And then it would like... What size does the tab go on? Okay. So it's going into a hole here. Hold on, I gotta make sure I draw this properly. Oh, Greylock, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I was like so focused on drawing the collar belt, I was like squinting, and then I just suddenly saw the little raid notification out of the corner of my eye. Hello, good evening, everybody. I have no idea either, so go ham. No worries, no worries. I'm happy to help. Sorry, I like was looking at the buckle structure and I was just like, okay, I think this bar is meant to be the catch bar for the buckle so that it doesn't like submerge into the belt. I mean, actually, if it's the catch bar though, this would go under. and then this would go into it. And it would go into it here. I'm pretty sure. I may have to go get my belt to look at it, just to be sure I'm not fibbing to you. But also, what were you guys working on, Raiders? Great luck. Last playing, just chatting. Very nice. Anything fun? Any conversation topics you'd like to share? So I'm just gonna like add a little more to the back of this head. Okay, that looks much better. So it looks like the character's part is kind of like in the middle of their head. And these would all be coming just kind of like from all around. Locke was doing request doodles and I was drawing monsters. Very cool. Oh, I heard a doodle-a-doo. Thank you to Toasty Chai for the support. Wait, Toasty. Toasty, you scamp, what are you doing? Why are you so sweeties? Oh my god, I love your little Ko-Fi icon though. Thank you. What was that for? I know it's not a lot, but I just wanted to help out with groceries while Nova's at your place. Thank you. Honestly, what we'll probably do is let Nova pick wherever he wants dinner from tomorrow night when we get here. I mean, actually, I don't know if he'll be conscious. Whenever he is next conscious, let him get meal from where he wants. When the chai is toasty. Fair, he's gonna be out. I genuinely don't know how long, because the thing is, I remember vaguely of Forrest's top surgery, but I don't remember like how long he was unconscious for. I just know he slept a lot. I don't remember much of mine either, but that's not surprising. Bro, I drew this so fucking cute. I'm eating this up. Help? What is that? What is that? Please! I've got to raid and run because I need a meal. No worries, Greylock. No worries. Help? That's beautiful. Love is real. That's gorgeous. Thank you for sharing. Why is it so big? I don't know. I kind of love it. I genuinely don't know. Maybe Valentine's isn't over. I didn't know Garfield had a new partner. Oh wait, but the only thing I'm noticing, hold on, not to like zoom out super fucking far, it's kind of leaning. Really, I should figure out where I want to put the circle first. Casual, this is the worst possible example of my art you could have ever shared to people I don't know. It's kind of beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. Be proud of your work. Thank you for sharing. I thrive on chaos. You know, you've only brought joy to me, so you may have failed, but you failed into success. All right, let's do like a 20 brush. Okay, and then... So also to Raiders, what we're doing tonight is, I'm sure you can tell by the title, I took 3 furry name badge commissions just for funsies. Because I've been doing chibi comms for a while and I'm just like, I don't know if I have it in my soul to do any more chibi comms. So, yes, and that one's Onyx's. I really like this character, it's very cute. If anyone's interested in my chibis or any commissions, I announce openings over on Ko-Fi, but typically I announce them during streams and they have filled up like in 3 minutes every time I stream, which is I feel incredibly lucky for and very thankful for. But all that to say, if you're interested, that's usually where I post them. But if not, you're welcome to just stay. Indeed, the art is very cute. Thank you. I really love deer characters. We just, actually, funny enough, hold on. I have a character adopt that I was working on that I need to finish this week, honestly, because it's getting warmer outside, so he's no longer seasonal. I wanted to make like a history professor looking deer character, and so, hold on, let me like brighten it up. I designed this character on stream a few weeks ago, and now I'm just like line arting it and making it look all pretty. Yeah, oh no, he'll overheat. But I think it's funny. Oh, there's my Bilbo art. Hold on. There we go. I think it's funny that we get to do another deer character, and I was just saying, I love deer. How do you do adopts? Where do you post it? I post it to Toy House typically. I used to post my art over on Twitter as well as like a double advertisement. Hi, you did the Bilbo art? I did indeed. That is my art. You made the rat art? Yes, that was me. Hold on. I can open it again. I drew this Bilbo. This is the Bilbo that I, like when I was a little kid and I read Lord of the Rings, or sorry, The Hobbit, I keep saying Lord of the Rings. When I read The Hobbit, this was how I envisioned Bilbo. And someone was just saying earlier in the stream that they saw this art on Pinterest and they're using this as reference for a D&D campaign. And I was saying, honestly, that makes me so happy. And there's like a little 9-year-old elementary schooler in my heart that is like flipping off Tolkien because I'm like, ha, you said they weren't bunny rabbits? Well, I win. I can honestly see it in the comparison with this and what you're working on. Thank you. Tolkien's Ghost Can Haunt Me. I don't care. The Hobbit should have looked like this. Did the bigender unicorn ever get a name? Honestly, they didn't. Hold on, let me grab that too. This character design, this was like purely self-indulgent. I hope that it's like obvious. But I wanted to have a character that was both a knight, a maiden, and a unicorn all in one, like all parts of a fairy tale. And there, I don't know, I have like fun fantasy character ideas. I just don't do anything with them. I like designing random ass characters and then doing nothing. I need to sauce up the design though, because honestly, I think I could do a better unicorn now. Like, I doodled this very quickly, but I genuinely think that I can draw unicorns better than I did when I drew this. I want the bigender unicorns so bad I want them. You, like, want them, like, romantically, or do you just, Coda, do you want this fucking character? I don't care. Dog, don't care. Do you want this character? I think you'll do better with this character than I will. Hold on. Where are you? Finding you. DM'd. Wait, you did the Bilbo rat art? I did! Just handing him to Coda on stream is insane. It's because Coda can draw really goddamn well, and I'm like, listen, I'm not doing anything with the character design. Take it, please. That's the thing, as much, sorry, I'm like flashing my webcomic. As much as I like doing character designs to sell, I like curating those specifically for like, I don't know, like there's something very different about like making a character to sell versus having a character design that I just did for fun, which I guess technically I do adopts for fun too, but it's different. It feels different. I don't know why. I want to assign all the Lord of the Rings races animals. When I was drawing that, I was thinking it'd be really funny if the elves were like hairless cats and the dwarves were like moles, but that's just me. But like bearded moles. I'm gonna draw her later then. All the pronouns, all pronouns, their ass is everything. Thank you. Coda, that design will be gorgeous with your art. That's what I'm saying. Coda's art is fucking beautiful. I'm just like, I know you'll cook with it. I have no apprehension. I know what you are capable of. It's better that than just rotting in my art files forever, and that way if I ever draw her again, it will just be gift art for a friend. Bigender character is my favorite ever. I'm so excited for more. Lovingly rehomed. I'm not even kidding. This is why I love doing like the character adopt giveaways on stream too, because again, I love making things to sell, but ultimately my goal for character designs is just that they go to a home where someone will like them and use them. Did I tell you guys that the person that got Chocolate Truffle is using the character as like their main mascot, and they might either start like streaming or like making comics with the character. I literally like I teared up. I was so happy when I saw, and they've drawn the character like so many times. Hold on, I want to remember what they named the character too. They've named the character Mitchie. Stop, and they draw her more. I'm so happy. This is so cute. Oh my god. Sorry, look how cute they draw her. And then they drew them, they did like a little animation and everything. For reference too, the original design that I did was, hold on, I bet I still have it in my files. No, not create new from clipboard, I already did that. Oh, do I not have it on here? I guess I don't. Hold on. That's the easy fix. I need to make fan art meow. Okay, so I'm gonna link the person that owns this character in chat. So if you want to make fan art, please go send it to this person because I'm sure that they'll appreciate it. This is the original character design that I made a while ago now. This was like my Valentine's adopt that I did for February. What's the owner's name? No worries, hold on. I'm gonna send a link so you can see. This is a link to... Oh my god, I don't have Twitch open. Hold on. I promise I'm coming. Holy shit, this one, yes! And I was so excited to see that the person who got them is now using them for stuff. It's so sweet. All right, here you go. In the chat, I just sent a link to the person that owns the character. The 4-leaf logo is baller now. How have I never noticed? Thank you. Do you know who designed the new 4-leaf logo? I know that Ver isn't here anymore, but it was designed by our very own Ver. I literally just said Ver and then Ver. I'm getting better at it. Ver the goat. No, literally. Absolutely insanely bananas crazy talented person I feel grateful to have as a friend. So also I just think it's so cute. Hold on, I wonder if I have the full color version on here too, because that's just the black and white version, but we actually worked on the color version together because I had, for the shape, I was struggling a little bit with it, like how to get all of the elements in that I wanted, but with the colors I was like, I know exactly what I want it to look like, I just don't know how to get all of the things in. Oh, where's the... Here it is. I can pull this back up. 4-leaf Peakland! Alright, let's go to G Drive. I feel like I've been doing like 5 billion different things tonight, but it's okay. I promise we'll get back to the commission very shortly. But yes, to answer questions, yes, I did the Bilbo art. Yes, I did the little doggy that is on the screen. And then this is the logo that my friend Ver I commissioned to do. I'm in love with it. I think it's fucking beautiful and so cute and so charming. Go my 5,000 open canvases. That is literally me every single night. Their profile is not navigatable yet. Hold on, Transit. Let me send a link directly to Mitch. I think they're honestly working on the character pages. And let me grab this. Here, try this, try this. Logo full of whimsy and joy. I know, I really love it. The other thing I like is that this part I didn't tell Ver, but this is part of the reason I added this many. It's 4 triangles, but it's also Critter's paw. It's like a little paw mark, even though it's also the sun. Still isn't a functioning link? What? Oh, maybe they're private. Maybe they might have like a private profile. Thank you, many delights upon you. Yes, I think they're private. Okay, that honestly makes sense. A lot of people in Toy House don't like being seen if they aren't like, if someone's not a member. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll do this. I will DM Seraph and I will ask how they feel about people making fan art of their character, and I'll come back next week and let you guys know. Yeah, I think it is for logged in users. Hold on, let me just write down here so I don't forget. Because I'm sure that, you know, they'd be really happy, but I want to be sure it's okay. It's because you have to be logged in, because I think I saw it the other day. Nods, nods, nods. Mitchie, we love Mitchie already. I'm just so glad that I really love that character design. I've loved pretty much all of the characters I've designed, but that one, I genuinely almost kept the design for myself. That's how much I was attached to it, but I was like, no, someone's gonna take care of this character. They're gonna really love to use her for something. And I was right. I was just glad that I was right. Because sometimes I'm just like, I hope that you do something fun with them, and even if you don't, I hope like you cherish them, because I do. Or like how Cinnamon Apple went to someone who I did a character design commission for before, and they made the two characters like uncle and niece, and I just thought that was so cute. Like, I'm obsessed with that. How do you know if you have account codes for Toy House? So you get account codes if you have premium. Actually, thank you, Eggy, because you're reminding me. I have codes for Toy House, so if anyone here wants a Toy House account, let me generate those codes. I probably have like so many because we haven't done it in a few weeks. I have 8 codes. Okay. So watch in the chat for my messages. I'm gonna send the 8 codes, and if you want a Toy House account, basically all you have to do is plug in that invite code where it asks you for what your invite code is, because Toy House is invite only, unfortunately. But I could not recommend it more. I think it's a really fun website. It's great for organizing character info and stuff. And it is primarily where I sell my adopts. So if you were ever interested in getting a character adopt from me, since I don't use Twitter anymore, this is probably the only spot. And I'm gonna put that there. That is 4. Oops, I almost forgot the Z. That should be 5. What is Toy House? So it's basically a website where you can post artwork and just like general information about your OCs in an organized fashion. So let's say you're someone that doesn't have a personal website, or social media is a little bit too disorganized for you and you want to be able to share just all of the reference art you have of this one character for people to look at. That's what Toy House is used for. So like, for example, to AKJ, if I go here and hit that reference link that just sent for Critter is a Toy House page that has like all of the artwork that people have made of Critter that I've uploaded, because there's more than that I genuinely sometimes get, I'm grateful for. I just get overwhelmed because I'm like, ah. Am I losing it, or Critter P and GTube are smaller than usual? No, Retro Mochi, you're completely correct. I am smaller. Wait, hello? What the fuck? Why was I shrunked? Okay, that's fine. now I'm normal again. Oh dang, I just checked, and I can also generate some if anyone else wants one. Yeah, I was gonna say, if the codes that I sent got used already and anyone's missing them, there are so many Toy House users in the chat that I'm sure that if just ask and I'm sure we can get you one. But yeah, I love Toy House. I could not recommend it more. I think that the website's really fun to use. I like seeing other people's OCs. I am not an OC hoarder exactly, but I do sometimes go like, maybe I do want to get that character. They do look cute. I could use them in something. And then I always am like, no, I shouldn't be bad. But there's been once or twice that I've come really close. Not gonna lie, I thought it was small Critter vibes for today. No, I wasn't tiny on purpose. I think it was just because we reconfigured some stuff in OBS and I got shrunked. Be losing my mind, but do you have 2 Tumblrs? I swear I was following you, but I checked your socials and I wasn't. Huh. I have 4-Leaf Island, like, the official... Okay, so I do have 2 Tumblrs. I have... Technically, Cat Mask is my main. I have side blogs, which are 4-Leaf Island, which is like my art-only account. And that's because if someone doesn't want to see me post like, I went on a walk today, or like reblog random Pokemon graphics, the 4-Leaf Island account is literally like just art. So that way you don't get like annoyed by other things, or like stream pings if you don't want that. I also have Like as Comet, which is my webcomic blog. And anything that pertains to Like as Comet is on that blog. Your long-ass mouthwashing rants? I know, exactly. I assume that people don't want to see stuff that's not art, so there's some people that don't want to see stuff that's not art, so I have 4-Leaf Island for that. You have good Tumblr posts? Thank you. I honestly post a lot less these days. Like, I definitely do still sometimes yap on there, but I found that, like, for me and like my mental peace, I like coming to talk on streams and then like just kind of post art and like reblog other people's cool things on Tumblr. It's just much more relaxing. Music is good. Can I have the playlist? Absolutely you can, Drizzle. Yeah, hold on. I actually think this one doesn't have that many views on YouTube either. Yeah, this playlist only has like 400 views. Everyone go gas this person up. All right, hold on. Okay, yes, thank you. I was following Cat Mask. Nods, nods. Let's see. There you are. Here is tonight's playlist. I like that most of the time when you yap about something gay about Forest. I mean, okay, yeah, this is true. It is always that guy. I love that guy very much. I got him. We were grocery shopping today, and they had Chappell Roan albums, and I got him one. I want to make the shoulders really fluffy. This has got to be a Pokemon OST. Am I crazy? No, it's gone. Oh wow, they don't even have a playlist. Tragic. No. Is it just me or is Critter gay? No. I'm actually straight. Sorry, I lied to you. Would anyone else like some dinner? It's mac and cheese, chicken, veggies, and cornbread. Maybe on the mac and cheese. I'm actually not a huge chicken person. I mean, okay, that's a lie. I like some chicken, but I don't really like chicken nuggets or anything. It was the Pokemon Center? Thank you. I was like, there's no way. It was just like a different Unova, a different region's Pokemon Center. See that Rick Astley made a cover of Pink Pony Club? I think he did, and then also Elton John sung with Chappell Roan. It was not the Pokemon Center. Help. Viridian City, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Thank you. I heard I love them singing together. It was really cute. Also, Hosier was in the crowd, which is like, hello, girl, why are you here? And just standing there too, like not even like part of the performance. Like he was just watching, and it was like, I just saw the sprite fan art of your trainers. It's so cute. Thank you. That was done by Niazur. Crazy, crazy talented. Also, this is a question for chat, but do you use light blue glasses since you do a lot of digital art? And if you do you have any good recommendations? I'm thinking of getting a pair. Mine are just built into the glasses that I wear. Like I have blue light filter on my regular daily wear glasses. And yes, I would recommend it because ever since getting them, my eyes have been degrading less quickly, but they still do. So that just goes to show it was definitely a needed change. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put the harness here. A lot of ads today, methinks. Wait, I forgot to say this. Earlier today on YouTube, I was watching video essays and stuff. Well, okay. No, I was not watching video essays. That was yesterday. What was I watching today? Hold on. I think it was music I was listening to. But it was on my phone. Because we were cleaning today, so I wasn't watching. No, yeah, it was literally just fucking Animal Crossing music playlist. I kept getting a damn ad for a skincare product, and it was the same skincare product ad over and over and over again, and it was the only ad. I did not see a single other ad, not even the stupid Limu Emu ad. That was it, just that one skincare ad. I'm like, how much money did you people pay to YouTube to get this ad put out this many times? Are ads for the streamer or for Twitch? They are for Twitch. I cannot control how many ads are being seen, unfortunately. I wish that I could. Well, so what I'll say is, I can control to a certain degree how many ads are shown. I have it set to literally the smallest possible amount of ads that I can show you guys. Like, there is no lower I can go. The scroll bar is at the very bottom. And that's what you guys are seeing. Twitch can control whether or not that's more or less, though. So do ads support... The ads do support the streamer, yes, but Twitch has a specific amount that they decide you have to run if you're a streamer. Does that make sense? to get more into anthro art, you really can just get so much more creative with the designs. It's so much fun too. Like, first of all, I love animals, so I think that like, and I do also like doing human characters, but I just think that something about combining animals with like the creativity of character design, it makes it so much more fun to me. And also just like, they're so cute. Like, you can make so many cute or freaky, weird, like scary designs. Wait, I didn't even see the candles. That's so cute, right? Right? I love it. Just I was ecstatic when I saw this character design as on my list of things to draw. So many fun like textures and colors to work with, and like such a fun theming. Hello, every furry. What are we doing? We are doing furry name badges tonight. I keep forgetting I could draw furries sometimes too, and then I'm like randomly like, oh yeah. I once heard from another creator that they don't get anything from the ads that appear on uploaded VODs. That's why they upload their VODs to YouTube. That is not true. If you watch VODs here, it also, like, it is, and see ads, it still pays out. I mean, I don't know if maybe that person, it was true, but in my instance, no, that if you guys watch VODs here, I upload them to YouTube so you don't have to see ads, because I hate to say it, but like, I appreciate the support and it does help me, but I also want you guys to be able to enjoy the stream without ads if that's possible. The Yoshi Map song. What are furry badges? So at furry conventions, a lot of times people in fursuit, or alternatively people who don't have fursuits, will have these little kind of like laminated badges that will show what their fursona is and what their fursona's name is. If it's for a fursuiter, it's because, you know, in fursuit it's kind of hard to talk, so people won't really know what your name is if you don't have it written somewhere. But for people that are out of fursuit, it's so that they can show, like, this is my fursona, this is, like, my character, even though I'm not in suit, like, don't look like this guy right now, this is who I am. And I think it's really cute. It's just, like, a way of, like, showing off your persona. Usually they're worn alongside con badges. Actually, I have a collection of critter ones if you guys want to see really quick. I just have to go get them. Wait, no, I lied. I think I put them away. But I do have the art that I drew for them, because I wore them to Furrydelphia the other year. I wore them to Furrydelphia the other year, but it was before Critter even had the name Critter, so it just says like 4-Leaf Island. Honestly, thinking about it, maybe I'll make Critter a new badge while I do these. Yeah, this is my old badge. Oh wait, thank you for the support from Cyan. Clover was the placeholder name, yes. Well, no, there was another one that said Clover, but this one just says 4-Leaf Island. The silly. Reminds me, a few days ago I was brainstorming what humans would look like in a kimono anthro style setting, with their human traits stylized and exaggerated the same ways. I'm curious how you feel about the idea. I mean, wouldn't that just be anime characters? That would probably just look like moe anime characters. Why does your island only have 4 leaves on it? Is it in drought? So the island is structured like this. Like, it has 4 different leaves to the island, which are technically 4 different land masses segmented by a river or like a water body that like goes through the center of them. Hold on, I can draw a little better than that. And each wing of the island has different terrain. So like this wing is like the grassy plains terrain. This is the mountains. This is the like town and like kind of populated area. And then this is the forest region of the island. Yeah. That'd be such a cool landscape design for Animal Crossing Island. Technically, my like whole shtick was named after my like Animal Crossing Island that I'm playing on right now. But I didn't terraform it like that. However, my Animal Crossing Island does have a 4-leaf clover shaped pond. So I did keep the branding kind of. Parsh really gets his own island. You really do love that guy. What's funny is he actually lives in the mountain region. Or that's like where his family is from in my lore. Because they're Tanukis. I live in the forest, become one with the trees. I say forest, but really it's just like a heavily treed area. It's a little more tropic than that, so it's more like a jungle. But it's just a densely wooded area with lots of plant life. Where's Critter from? Critter is actually not originally from Four Leaf Island. Critter is from somewhere else, but came to Four Leaf Island and lives in the grassy plains section, but does migrate from different places from time to time. But their like tree house that you see is in the grassy plains region. Is Critter an invasive species? Not exactly. Critter is a monster that came to Four Leaf Island after not being welcomed in their hometown after becoming a monster. Hold on, I'm trying to fix this antler. How did you print out your free badge, or would you suggest someone make their own? Honestly, I would fully suggest you printing it yourself. What you can do is you can just print it on like cardstock or printer paper, and then use a laminator for it. Laminators are not that expensive either. I think we got one for like $30. So this convention, I was wondering if I could do like a funny little like, here, I can draw you a badge and then print it for you and laminate it. But that sounds like a lot of work. I don't know if I want to carry a laminator around, so we'll see. Where's Critter's nose? Critter has a nose that's like a seal. It's like slits, but you can't see it because that would look kind of scary. Critter nose. So Critter is unique and doesn't have other creatures that look like them, or is monster in the philosophical sense because of crimes? No. Like genuinely went from being a human being to being a monster. That's why there's no other versions of it. It's literally its own thing. I'm in such a good mood now. I was having a bit of a tired day, but now I'm hyped and happy. Oh, that's wonderful, Coda. Also, you guys are asking spoilers. You'll learn this all very soon. I have my VTuber debut coming up. I'm realizing this. I was like, why does the horns look weird? It's because they're not going into the head and forehead. Also, hello, welcome in. Are you doing the VTuber art yourself, or did you commission it? I actually did do the VTuber art myself. If you'd like to see, I did the artwork and my boyfriend rigged it. He has never rigged a model before. I guess it might be time. It might be the time of the stream to show off the model's progress so far. Ignore the long ass tails in the background. But this is the model art for Critter. I'm really excited for it. It looks really cute. Also, Coda, you're completely right, she doesn't. I'm new to Ko-Fi. Does anyone know if it generally notifies you when someone opens, commissions, adds new slots, or is it just something you have to check manually? That's actually something I thought that it notified you, but I could be wrong. Did you like my Minecraft model? I absolutely did. I saw it when it was really late at night and I had just woken up from a bad dream, and I went from like being kind of like scared and like wigged out to being like, no way, they put Critter in Minecraft. Why named Critter? Because for months I tried to figure out what I was gonna name the character, and we were just calling it the Critter for the time being, and I was like, damn, I really can't think of calling it anything else other than that now. That thing really is just a creature. So now its name is just Critter. And there are in-lore reasons for that happening, like for its name being Critter, but it's one of those things where like, the name came first because it was kind of funny, and then I was like, all right, so let's think about it. Why would other monsters have names but not Critter? Does your daughter have a general fursona, or is that oh no, she does. She has a wolf fursona. She's a maned wolf fursona. I haven't drawn it like proper. I've just done little silly doodles of it before. But honestly, at some point I'll have to make her one. She's just in heavy denial about being a furry still, but then she shows me furry art, so I'm like scratching head. See, it's funny, I usually am really good at OC names. It's just names for myself. That's it. OC names, no problem. I can come up with them like it's nothing. It's the same with like naming Pokemon. I enjoy it. But naming something that is supposed to be a representation of myself, I'm like, I don't fucking know. Main wolf persona, of course she's a main wolf, long ass creature. Yeah, it's because she's 6.5 feet tall. It's biblically accurate, daughter. Is that a canon event, the furry denial? I mean, I think that happens to a lot of people, but I have never once been in denial about anything ever. So I can't speak for everybody. I just kind of immediately was like, oh, I guess I'm a furry then because I like furry stuff. And then I moved on with my life. And then I saw people being really mean to furries, so I was like, fuck you, guy. I'm gonna lean into this even harder and be a furry even more now. And then I just have kept doing that. Beware the placeholder name, it can become permanent. No, literally. Critters in denial about being in denial? I would let you know, I've been in denial about plenty of things, but never about being a furry. Also never about being bisexual. As soon as I realized that I was bisexual, I was like, well yeah, I guess that's that. And then I just went on with my life. I've always kind of been on the same circle as furries and then fell on at some point. I mean, yeah, that's how it happens. Fuck you, said the fuck you guy. Wait, they played this song already. DJ, we already heard this song. I watched Fursuit unboxings as a kid and I've been a furry ever since. Oh my god, I watch those. When I get jealous, I like just watch those, or like when I get sad, I just like watch those, but then it makes me jealous and I'm like, fuck, I want a fursuit so bad. That's like my big adult purchase that I'm saving up for. Like I'm trying to be responsible and like save up money to move out and, you know, pay bills, but every so often when I'm like, what am I even fighting for? What am I even working for? I'll like watch videos of people getting their fursuit and I'm like, that's what it's for. At the end of the day, that's what we march toward. When is ask, since I'm going and getting yarn tomorrow, do you have any fiber allergic reactions or sensitivities, and how long, wide do you like your scarves? So I tend to prefer softer materials. I don't really like, I don't like Sherpa. I don't like anything that's rough. I guess a good reference, like I'm wearing like kind of a fleecy sweater right now. And in terms of length, it doesn't matter how long. I guess like don't go like crazy long, but like it can be longer because I like to wrap my scarves a bit. Who are your favorite makers? I actually don't have any. I'm a fake furry. I genuinely don't know any fucking makers. I just see a suit and I'm like, damn, that's such a nice suit. There was a kimono. I do like kimono suits to be specific, like the style of kimono suits. But I don't know any fursuit makers. I actually kind of like purposely don't learn fursuit makers because I feel like there's always some kind of drama going on with fursuit makers, and I'm just like, honestly, either it'll never happen or I'm gonna like find someone whose suits I like and then do like an entire CIA deep dive on them to make sure that it's okay. Guess who's getting bunnies? Oh, that's awesome! But yeah, no, I don't know anyone. Thog, no one. One of my IRLs is a maker and it makes me feel like a VIP. Oh, that's so cool. Guys, I realized with Forest earlier that we've started talking like cavemen. Like, good rock, evil rock, Thog don't know. Why are we cavemen now? What happened? I used to talk like a normal person. It's so funny, I don't know when it happens. I love saying Thog don't know. It's very befitting of you. I don't know how to describe it, but you definitely just have like the aura of like a very peaceful caveman. You don't look like one, you're very handsome, but you do have like the just, you would wander into the woods one day and maybe like never come back, but you would be thriving in it. I'm more monkey, I don't know. I love monkey, I don't know too. Where did the Thog thing even come from? Thog don't know. I don't know. Grug is always saying this. It's our natural state. Where the fursuits versus their makers are traumatized Mr. Incredible moment. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know, like I said, I don't get involved in furry trauma. Like, as much as physically possible, I stay the fuck out of it because one, that's not why I'm here. Two, it like gives me a migraine, so. The Thog thing comes from Thog don't care. Where was that said? I want to know. It's gotta be like a know your meme at this point. Maybe? I've noticed people talking about how gross the Western furry sphere compared to ones in Japan is. I'm wondering what your thoughts are on it. I've found only the best experiences even in the outskirts. Fellow Friday, this is one of the instances where I'm glad to have no idea what the hell you're talking about because like, I genuinely have never heard that before. I maintain my peace so deeply in the furry fan. Like, I saw some dumbass post the other day about people saying there are too many dogs in the furry fandom, and I'm like, listen, I do wish that people would experiment, but we're also drawing cartoon animals. It's not that fucking deep. I don't care. And then people were like fighting in the comments, and I'm like, girls, we need to take you on a walk. I'm gonna touch you, bro! You sending I'm gonna touch you, bro, and then the Tanuki ass shake is suspicious. What are you saying? Also, I keep like splitting hairs on this sketch, but I do genuinely think the sketch is done for the actual beast. I just need to like, I was being funny! Come closer. Do you want to see something really funny? Hold on, I gotta figure out how to draw. It may be a case of Japan better, but scratching neck. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm glad I don't know what you're talking about. Sending you so much love and hugs. I'm so sorry. Wait, I missed someone for Chronically Mellow? Chronically Mellow said, I had to put my childhood cat down today, and I loved him. It's been really rough, but I'm glad to have your stream make me feel better. Wait, that's so sweet. I'm glad to help you. Not the putting the cat down part is sweet, but I'm glad that you have the space to help you feel better. And I'm so sorry, someone we knew, I didn't want to like say it because it's kind of sad, but like, you're not alone in this. Forrest and I, our first like long-term date or like stay-over date was that we were dog sitting together, and the dog that we dog sat together a few years ago had to be put down this week. So like, I get it, I understand. I'm sorry, but like, also I know the feeling. I was so sad. There's a guy who tags Olive Critter's art with scratches balls. I know, it is really fucking funny. I love the scratches balls guy. Completely tonal whiplash from the last thing, but yes. But genuinely, chronically mellow. I keep saying meowlo. I can't read. Goddamn. It's back from dinner. Oh, the antlers are so cute. Thank you. Why does he scratch balls? I don't know. I'm sorry. I was typing that before it got sad. It's okay. I hope if anything we can make Mellow laugh. I don't personally do commissions, but if you could, tell me what the pros and cons are so I can see if it's something I want to do. The fun part of commissions is that you get to draw and make people happy. The bad part of commissions is that if you take too many, it's going to feel impossible. So take like maybe one or two when you start out, just to see if it's something you enjoy, because if you don't, that is perfectly fine. There are so many other things you could do with art than take commissions. I like chronically meow. Like, I'm sorry, I cannot read tonight. I don't know why. Oh, but about the Itches Balls guy, the person's username is Wife Balls Guy, so I don't know, I think their entire blog is just ball themed, which is fascinating. And you know what? I support this person. Pros money, cons job. It is really funny. Holy moly, this drawing is so cute. Thank you. It's for a Furry name badge. I'm doing commissions tonight. Also, Onyx, are you still here? Do you want the character's name on this? Also, commissions aren't the only way to get money from art. If you're interested, could look into drawing adoptables in your characters here as well. Exactly. Okay. Would you like the character's name on this? I'm sorry, I'm doing like the outline for where I want to put the wreath and kind of fighting for my goddamn life, so I'm like, maybe I can draw something else so I don't want to like scream. Drawing the character is cute, but now I have to draw the things that aren't the character, and I'm like, ugh! If you don't mind adding the special character, no, not at all. Nods. Goodbye, background. You know, I've never thought about doing adoptables. Designs are fun, though. They are. I think one of the things with adoptables that you have to keep in mind is that, like, it's a slow grow. I mean, I'm not a good example of this because I feel like my adoptables did very well very quickly, and sometimes I am, like, still stunned by it. But from friends that did adopts for a while, they didn't really start selling their designs for a price that was, like, fulfilling for them for a while because they weren't really known as a designer. So part of it is you just have to keep at it. And if you already have a following, then it's one of the things that you can kind of just get into because people are like, oh, I know your art. I like your art. But I do think that they're fun. For me, they're like satisfying to do because I love designing characters anyway. So it's something that I just did for fun. I love your art. Thank you, Cyan. That's so sweet. Sorry to bother and bring this up again, but can someone who has a Toy House code please? I have sent all of the ones that I had in the alpha, but if anyone hears me say this and has a code, please share, because I would love to see everyone get in. I will have more next week, though, so if you are here next week, then I will have 2 more, because I get 2 every week. Part of me wants a really unique fursona with a rare, uncommon animal, but my brain is just like cat. I mean, you can literally have both. You can... I'm being so serious right now. Critter is like my streaming sona, but I have multiple different fursonas. Hold on, just to like show for examples. My main fursona that I've had for like 5 years now is just a fucking cat. Like, this is my fursona and has been my fursona since like Varus and I started dating. Honestly, the one that I really want to make, since Lemmy recently drew Critter as a catfish, is I really want to make a catfish fursona because that just seems a lot of fun. And I love fish. I have a shark, this one. I love Sharky. This, honestly, head shape was like the beginning of my idea for Critter's design. And then I have Lullaby, who is my dragon fursona. Who I really, honestly, I need to draw Lullaby again because it's very cute. I really like the quilted cloak. I think that was, I ate with that. But yeah, I have like so many fursonas. You never need to not have more. What is this con going to be for? A profile pic, a standalone piece, something else? You don't have to answer though? No worries, I'm happy to answer. So this commission here is what furries call a name badge, which is when you go to a convention and you walk around, you can have your traditional name badge that has like your preferred name or what you'd like people to call you, and then you can have a drawn badge that shows your fursona on it. So if you don't have a fursuit, or if you are in fursuit and people can't talk to you because, you know, it's hard to hear through a suit, they can know what character you are. So if they know you online, or if they want to become friends with you, they can like... Wait, that X on the chest, there was... This one, the thing that I saw you drew, maybe of your Sona on Pinterest? Yeah, I bet I know what you're talking about. I can pull it up. Also, do you have a rule you follow when choosing your colors? They look gorgeous. I don't have any one set rule, but colors are very fun for me. I like vibrant colors, and there's a bunch of different like internal things I follow. Also, I'm guessing you're talking about this piece of my cat persona. I see this go around like all the time, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, who is this?" And I'm like, "Ah, yes, the era when I didn't sign my art," said with much remorse. Hold on, I bet there's other ones. It's funny because there was like an era that everyone really liked what my persona looked like, and now I think because it's Critter, it's too weird, which is so funny. Because I love Critter, I think it's adorable, but like it's definitely not something that people are like, oh my god, so gender, because it's like literally just a little fucking guy. You've learned to sign your art? No, I have. I absolutely have. Hold on. Like this one was another doodle that I did before top surgery out of apprehension. Low guy energy is perfect? No, it literally is. Critter's gender to me, see, I make it for you. I make it for all of the gay people that have little creature gender. This one was so funny because I drew I don't know why I fucking did this. I think it was experimenting. So, big fan of you, but this is my first time catching your stream. Thank you, Masterpiece, and welcome in. Also, no, this is not a dog. Actually, not Critter. My cat persona's name is Willow, and Willow was originally a long-tailed calico cat, then a bob-tailed calico cat, then a bobtail Scottish fold calico cat. I've jumped around a lot. But yeah, this piece, I think it's really funny. I drew it, and then I took a picture of it with my phone from my computer screen so I would get the grain over it. I don't know why I did that. I think I just wanted to try something new, but I kind of like it. But yeah, my persona now looks like this. Yes, here he is. This is what he looks like. This was him like 3 years ago now. I bet I have the original art here too. Oh, I super do. Normie persona meaning like cat. Cat instead of like Critter, which is definitely some fucking thing. This is the very first piece I ever drew with my persona. Going from that to this is like kind of insane, I can't lie. But it is like 4 years of artistic progress, so like I can see it. Your persona looks happier? Yes. Your use of black bold shading? Thank you. I stopped being scared to use like chunky line art shading because I started reading more American graphic novels, and like, oh my god, it makes such a difference in my artwork. I don't know why I was like allergic to it, but it's so much fun. The fact that you can tell your current mood too, no, exactly, with like the super desaturated colors to like having actual vibrant colors, crazy. Like guys, the gallery is insane. Let me show you. This is what the gallery looks like from like 3 years ago. Right? So this is the pre-top surgery era, and this is the gallery for my persona, while very small, but this is from the last year. That's kind of insane. Your persona got a nose? Well, my cat persona has a nose. I mean, this one has a nose too, it's just very tiny. I just draw it more like an actual cat nose now. But yeah, depression versus recovery arc is like insane. American comic inspo for line art shading is so true. There's like, show the bottom left more? This one? Wait. This one, the little one? The little one or the one with the clouds? The saturation doubled. Seeing art improvement is so motivating. Listen, it is completely possible. Also, see you, Ethan, sorry. This one, the little one. The Skelly shirt? Oh, okay. Sorry, I actually think that one's really bad. Admittedly, I think that in hindsight, I think this looks like shit. Like, this was before I really had my anthro style, so it's kind of just like drawing a character like I think I ate the chains. Like, and that's because this is like an outfit that I owned in real life at the time, so I had just my actual photo reference. I don't like the face. I think the colors are saturated. I hate the tail. I think I ate the chains. I love my skeleton sweater, and I've drawn it like 5,000 times. Can I steal it then? No! This isn't bad. It's not bad. It's so cool. Thank you. I think I might... No, I don't think I have a photo of the sweater. But you still got that shit on in here, Critter. Thank you. I love fashion. I was gonna say, like I said, this is just a real-life outfit that I owned at the time. I still have the sweater. I don't own the ripped jeans anymore because I gained weight. But honestly, I feel better, so that's the important part. And I don't wear gunmetal anymore. I wear mostly silver and stainless steel rings and stuff. They got that shit on, though. Thank you. The spots were very interesting. I appreciate it. I think I just like the, I like the stripes because I think that they're more consistent to animate and draw. And I don't know, I don't like spots. I generally don't like splotches on character designs. They kind of annoy me. Unless they're like specific shapes. No gunmetal. It's more just that I like silver on myself better, and I think gunmetal kind of like makes me look washed out, whereas silver, because it's such a cool color, makes my skin look more natural. Hold on, I have another one. This is like another one of my outfit picks from a while ago. Actually, the biggest thing that I drew my first one in, Critter hate me, Critter hate my spots. That's not true. I love yours. I think yours look really good. I don't know what the difference is, Lemmy. I genuinely don't know. I think that your patterns are beautiful, whereas I feel like mine just look shitty. Hold on, that's one. I think all of my outfit picks are like up there. Let me grab some of them. I think this was the first one that I did during my skinny era. This is so sad. Hold on. This was just like a regular going around fit. The crop top goes hard. Oh, the 9 Inch Nails one? Thank you. It was a t-shirt that I just ripped the fuck out of. It was genuinely just a 9 Inch Nails t-shirt that I ripped the arms off of and then ripped the bottom off of. Put some meat on that beast? No, literally. I'm like, why are you so thin? That's so sad. As compared to this one, which is so cute, although the grippers are fucking out because I didn't want to draw shoes. This was the outfit that I went to go see my grandparents in like 2 years ago. I do have an idea of why you would like spots in my Sonomore and not... Yeah, I would love to hear it. Then I have... Is this one before or after? I think this was actually earlier. There's this one. This is back when the tail was still short. I think this was just an outfit I wore to go to Forest's job to sit and work. That looks like your PFP on Webtoons? Yeah, this is how I drew Critter. This is basically, or not Critter, this is Willow, like my cat persona in the Lycus Comet style. I draw in a few different, like, kind of distinct styles. This is how more so how I draw Lycus Comet. Let's see, where's the new one? Whereas this is how I now draw furries more frequently, but the Lycus Comet style is still like a style. It's different than... God, go my 5,000 open tabs. It's different than stop this. Okay, it's illustration. It's different than this, but like it's still its own distinct thing, and I feel like you can still tell that these are the same character, with the exceptions of the hair and tail being a little different. Okay, we have to fucking close these or I'm gonna go insane. I'm literally gonna go crazy. Also, one thing that I do low-key kind of miss is the white eyelashes. I think that was a look, but it's not accurate to me because I have pretty dark eyelashes. 500 cigarettes, open canvases. When did you meet Forest? I met Forest like 5 years ago now, and it was because I was making Karl Marx puppet thirst trap TikToks. And I made a video about making dick-shaped snickerdoodles that I called Dickerdoodles. And he thought that was really funny. And then we started dating. Well, okay, there's a little more to the story than that. We started talking because we were like, oh, we should be roommates. And then I was like, oh, okay, King. And then in my head, I was like, damn, he's really handsome. And he's like, oh, yeah, me and my boyfriend. I was like, oh, okay, so he's taken. I can wait. I didn't say that, obviously. And then he was like, yeah, but, you know, like, I have to break up with my boyfriend. Like, you know, we've not been working out. And I was like, so I still have a chance, is what I'm hearing. And so he broke up with his boyfriend. We planned to hang out. like a few weeks before the hangout, we were still talking. I sent him a meme that was like the fucking cowboys from Brokeback Mountain, and I was like, anyone want to be boy best friends? And they were like literally about to kiss. Apparently, he thought I was joking. Like, he thought I was just being hee silly, and didn't know that that was me flirting with him, which still makes me feel crazy to this day because this was a recent realization. And so like a week before he came to visit, I was like, hey, just so you know, like I was considering this a date. If you don't want to date, that's more than fine. You are like an awesome friend and I'm okay with that. And I would still love to see you, but like you are very attractive and I would like to go on a date with you. And he's like, oh, okay, good. I thought this was a date too. And I was like, awesome. Anyway, yeah, this is the other outfit piece that I did. Also, I saved my work. Don't worry, I tabbed back over to the name badges and saved. This is old. I already have this. And then we moved in together and we got out of our shitty... Well, my home wasn't shitty. I was living with my grandma at the time who, while the living conditions weren't great, she is a literal saint, so that's not her fault. Maintaining multiple styles sounds so hard. I feel like I have a hard time figuring out a single style. I think the thing is there are definitely style like tells between. Like, for example, this does not look very dissimilar from this. I would say the most different things here are that this relies on black line art to create shadow, whereas this uses cell shading to create shadow and light. The eye style is a little different. There's more detail to the hair and the line art, but that's because this is for a comic and then this is for an illustration, so I can spend more time on this. Also, this is technically a sketch, which I say and everyone wants to kill me with rocks, but I did not have guidelines beneath this. I kind of just drew this, whereas this was done with the sketch. Oops, wrong page, but that's fine. Also, Lemmy said, so the way I design spots is in any design is by following Turing pattern rules. This means the spots are actually stripes broken down. Now to make this natural, you need to make the spots just not be all in a conga line, but following a flow allows for consistent natural design. Interesting. You will pay for your crimes if that's a sketch. Listen, I'm telling you, I didn't do anything beneath this. I just drew this as is. Whereas when I do the Lycus pages, like as you can, hold on, let me grab the sketch so you can see what I'm talking about. There is a sketch underneath. Like there's a whole process to it. It goes from this to this because it's drawn very quickly to catch like the energy. And also, what's this playlist called? Hold on, let me grab the link. I love how much streams are just like yap sessions. We do work here. We do get some work done. It's kind of nice seeing your old art because it shows artistic growth does happen. Not sure I'm going to be phrasing this the best way, but it's like seeing your old stuff and going, wait, this is approachable level of quality. I could see myself getting, yes, no, lack of beef. That's exactly why I show my old art, because I'm telling you, I remember back when I was looking up at artists that I thought were like the coolest thing ever. I was like, God, I'll never draw like that. So finding artists that I was like kind of similar to in levels of skill, I was like, well, I really like their art and I feel like I could maybe do that someday. Please, that is not bad at all. That is why I like to show my old art. I completely understand what you're talking about. Also, something I just thought of is I could just like, I don't really want to lose all the stuff that's in the center of this badge here. So I could, I'm gonna grab this wreath and put it on its own layer first and foremost, because I think that that's something that I should do. Sorry for distracting from your work. Oh my God, not at all. I mean, like, yes, but I like it. It keeps me entertained and it makes it so I actually get stuff done. You have to understand that when I work on my own, the distraction is I'll just pull up my phone every 3 seconds and then doom scroll, get bored, and then go back to drawing. So it's the same exact workflow, it's just I'm happier. And honestly, I think I work faster when I'm happier too. So you don't have anything to apologize for. It's a mutually beneficial streamer and worker relationship. Your streamer and watcher relationship. I love hearing people yap, that's good. Basil saying, calling beautiful art a sketch immediately gets a million artists pointing. Wait, pointing weapons at you? Yeah, it is kind of funny. I'm gonna bounce for a bit, bye-bye. No worries, Lunar, and thank you for stopping in. And yes, there are people here to keep me on track, because I think the other thing is, like, as a streamer, you get kind of a sense for, like, what's entertaining to watch, and I know if I stop to look at my phone or check text or just go quiet, that's not fun for people. So like, it keeps me on track in a fun way where like I'm always engaged. Damn, I don't like this shit. Hold on. I think it's too big at the bottom, but it's not because like it is actually too big. It's just because like, hold on. I think it's just because I'm like seeing, I mean, I guess the wreath could be behind the character, but that does kind of defeat the purpose of having something surround the character. I just don't want to lose the detail of the fluff because it's very cute down there. Do you partake in TCG Pocket? I absolutely do. I love TCG Pocket. I haven't been playing it as much lately because I've just been kind of like, there's been no like real events going on or anything. But I love TCG Pocket. My best decks are my Celebi deck and my Gyarados water deck. I really want Palkia EX so I can make a Palkia deck, but I've just been enjoying working with Gyarados for the time being because I don't have Palkia. Which I know Lemmy's gonna go hee hee and laugh at me. There's an event going on right now? Wait, hello? I didn't know that. That's funny. This might make it too skinny, but we're gonna try. We'll see if I like this, and if I don't, oh well. It's okay. What's your favorite furry convention to go to? I've actually only ever been to one, and it was Furrydelphia, and I loved it, so I'm excited to go to another one. It's a consecutive win streak. Ooh. I mean, I got to the gold rank in the last, or like the master rank, whatever it's called, like the highest tier in the last consecutive win streak one, so like, that's fun for me. I don't have any trouble with the consecutive win streak ones. I think they're entertaining. Also, it just makes it even funnier when people like rage quit. Sorry, evil rock. I know this looks insane, but I promise there's a purpose. Lemmy, I appreciate you letting them know, but also I think that's so funny because this feels like a they asked for no pickles moment. Okay. I mean, it looks fine. The other thing I could do is literally just have it be more top-heavy as a wreath and like have it fluff out at the sides, because there are sometimes things that are like that, but I'm hating it a little bit. Like, the shape with name badges is so important to me because if this is something that's meant to be worn, it has to be like ergonomic. You don't want it to get caught on things. You don't want it to like get ripped, especially like even if it's laminated, you don't know, it could get pulled, it could yank on the person's neck. That's part of the reason that I like doing this kind of wreath shape, because it keeps it from that happening. The antlers are going to be outlined individually, so I'm a little less worried about those. But I'm going to see. Honestly, the horns might. Maybe I will make the character stay in front of the wreath, because then I can have the horns go down further into it, which might be the move. At what point do you just use the circle tool? Never. I literally did use the circle tool for the sketch. Now I'm doing it myself so that it's more organic looking. Oh, this is probably gonna pull more with it. Whatever. It's fine. What are your thoughts on the Za starters? I'm excited. I'm excited for Za. I love Chikorita. It's my little Pookie, and my friend loves Tepig, so I'm excited for her. Tepig is my nephew. And I know 5,000 trans girl mutuals of mine that are excited to have Totodile there, so I'm like, I got my niece, my nephew, my niece, and then I also have my baby, so I'm happy. Chikorita buffed and usable, please. I'm sure we're gonna see a Chikorita resurgence. Listen, there's a few things that they need to give Chikorita. If they give Chikorita natural power, ancient power. If they give Chikorita an ancient power naturally and level up. If they make Chikorita part fairy type, which I think people have already predicted is gonna happen because of seeing Chikorita's use fairy type moves in the game. And if they give Chikorita Leech Seed, why does she not have Leech Seed? Sorry, like, that's something that drives me so crazy, because Chikorita is one of the few grass-type starters that just straight up doesn't get it, and would benefit from it so much. Also, instead of Fairy-type Chikorita go so hard, I know, it would be useful. It would be really nice. I don't even mind if they don't make her a Fairy-type, just give her something, please. Doesn't Bulbasaur get that? Yeah, a lot of grass starters get Leech Seed. I think Trico also gets Leech Seed, if I'm not mistaken. Chikorita becomes Meta Trust. I think it would be such, like, justice for Chikorita. Now, I don't think the Legends games... Well, but then Hisui Typhlosion is still technically in the main games because it got ported. So, here's the thing. I don't think the Legends games are, like, something that has competitive in it. Not Meganium, just Chikorita. If Typhlosion can be a copy of Charizard, Meganium deserves Venusaur's moves too. Why do people hate Chikorita? I have reasons that all make me sound like an insane person, so I will say none of them. But I don't know. Why did you do that?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Dog, that was loud as hell!
Okay, no, I'm
Everyone heard you burp! Alright. Johto is the region where all the stars make my heart explode with love. I know, literally. Chikorita is statistically the worst grass starter. It's more like in the region it's in, everything is just stacked against her. Doesn't mean that I don't love her. I play with Chikorita every single time. And actually, technically, my Chikorita is a boy, so her in the girly pop gay way, but he's still a boy. Teapot, yeah, his name is Teapot. There will be no Meganium slander in my chat. Watch your words carefully. Are you making the cats
I'm
sing?
trying to. But
They're
they
shy.
they know you have a microphone or something because they stop screaming.
They do. They get camera shy. It's so funny. The fun fact, in the Gold Silver Crystal era, Meganium is a better mon in singles than for Alligator. That's actually kind of fascinating. Okay, I said I'd never waver, but I do actually think I'm going to use the circle tool because I'm getting mad. Actually... I giggled, sorry. It's okay. I just want it to be like a nice shape. And I think I will have it actually... Stop. I will have it where the character's in front of the wreath, because I don't want to lose the fluffy there. I just think it's so cute. But I don't think that being framed by a wreath is a bad thing. And you can have these little nubs here because they won't catch if they're like rounded out by a... Fortunately for Meganium, it's been the worst starter competitively after Gen 3. Oh, and I was gonna say, competitively, sure, but like, here's the thing. If you base what your favorite Pokemon are based off of what's good competitively, I feel like we're just not playing Pokemon for the same reasons, because I like Furry, and Furry is shit. Also, how do you draw deer and still make them visually different yet still within your art style? When it comes to drawing animals, I think a lot of people fail to consider the dimensions of the face, so they'll kind of just draw all animals with a dog muzzle instead of thinking about the different shapes that muzzles can take. And it's understandable. A lot of people like dogs. It's not like... I'm not saying if you can only do this, you're like failing furry class, but if you want to learn how to draw different animals, it's important to look at what different animals look like, because not all animals look like dogs. They look like the animal that they are. And sometimes animals don't even look the same within the same species or genus. Also, yeah, fur does get tidy up now, and it makes me very happy. Wait, what I thought you were gonna do with it was like part of the front in the back. That's what I was planning on doing. Wait, oh, you mean like having the hands come up from the bottom and hold it? Wait, Onyx Loki, that's kind of cute. Hold on. Chat, for the first time, it's not my turn to cook, it's the commissioner's. Because I'm gonna have the ears over top. I think that's cute. And then the hands could be like holding the wreath. Stop, why did I not fucking think of that? Well, I'm glad you're here. Honestly, I don't think people enjoy Pokemon because of the competitive prowess. If anything, comp players are more likely to enjoy Pokemon outside of their tastes because they used it in competitive and they learned to love it. While non-comp players are like, if it's not a cutie dog, it should get some help. Can we still commission you for badge comms? The commissions aren't open right now, but they will be open again probably because I enjoy doing this. This is fun for me. Also, yeah, actually, Torkoal is really cool. Torkoal is a Pokemon that I feel like does not get enough appreciation. Torkoal is like the grandpa of Turtonator, to me. I think it's funny we get two turtles, or really technically tortoise, that are both fire. Do I understand why? Not exactly, but I do think it's awesome. The closed caption spelled it as Twerkle. Also, wait, it might be really cute to have, like, the bow. Hold on, maybe if we put, like, name here, and then, like, bow here? That's personally why I love furry designs so much as compared to human designs. You can still absolutely be creative with the variety in the face shapes, body builds. It's so fun, gives opportunity to stretch the character design. I agree. The turtle Pokemon are peak, except Blastoise. I don't fuck with him. I fuck with him in the sense that he reminds me of like someone's uncle. Like, I don't think Blastoise is like the best Pokemon design. It's kind of just but like I have a fondness for him because he reminds me of like someone's dad or like uncle at a cookout. Does that make sense? It's like in the way that I can't really hate, like, now I'm blanking on the other Pokemon. I hate how artificial Blastoise is. They just stuck guns on him. I mean, I get that. But we also have, like, Chandelure, and I love Chandelure, so I would feel biased if I said I don't like Blastoise because he's artificial. Except Chandelure is, like, a haunted object, but I just like the object Pokemon. I also like Gardevoir, who has a flesh dress, so, like, again, I would be hypocritical to say that. I love furry characters because the mix of diversity in the cultural and behavioral stuff can be so easily inserted and played with. Oh, absolutely. I do miss Wartortle's little wing ears, though. Those were so cute. I don't know why they took those away. Originally, Wartortle and Blastoise were supposed to be separate evolution lines. That I did know. I did know that. I think it's funny how many blue Pokemon use that little wing ear motif, too, in the first gen. Like, they had Dragonair with it, they had Wartortle with it. Hell, even Gyarados has it, but just to a lesser extent. It's more like a fin for him. Someone else has it too, and I'm blanking now. No, Wartortle has the wing ears, but Blastoise doesn't. Also, hello. Saw you in my recommendations. As an artist myself, your art is very lovely. Thank you. That's so sweet, Lemonade Bee. Hold on. I'm just like trying to figure out where to put everything. If you see me moving this like 300 times, it's because I don't know why my brain wants it on a different part of the canvas, and I'm like, it's bad there now. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I think Blastoise cannons should have been those spiral shells you see at the beach, like conch shells. It'd make the concept flow better than Big Turtle we gave guns. Like, who do you think you are, Digimon? Listen, it was the first generation. I'm forgiving of them because they were just still learning, but I do agree they should have been conch shells. I think that would have been awesome. And then again, they had the chance to revamp that with the Megas, and they just made his gun bigger, so it's kind of funny. It's a little funny. Also, I said I was gonna do fucking whatever these leaves are. Hell, what are those? Anyway, I'm doing spruce. I think it looks better. Or like pine needles. Holly leaves, thank you. Sorry, I'm not the Warrior Cats fandom. If you're my comfort streamer, thanks for everything. Keon, thank you for stopping in, and thank you for that. I'm glad to hear. Holly leaves, where's she going to? Smiled, chuckled a bit. I think it's funny that Remoraid is just a gun, though. Like, they had to make him less of a gun, but like, he is literally just a gun. Have you seen the concept art where he's literally just a revolver? No, I love it. It's so awesome. Okay, Remoraid being a gun is okay because it's funny. Call me hypocritical, but I will respect the commitment to the bit. That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't care if Pokemon look unnatural. I just think that the design has to look good. And I think the thing is with Blastoise, I think he's just mid. He's like, all right, he's whatever. But I don't... My evil rock opinion is that the only of the Gen 1 starters that's like even mildly interesting to me is Venusaur. I don't like Charizard. Never have. You will never catch me liking Charizard. I'm bored of them. Venusaur is just a fat frog. Like, they could never make me hate Venusaur. Me who picked Charmander 30 minutes ago, I mean, it's fine. I'm not saying you can't like Charmander. I just think that there's more interesting Pokemon. Well, this is just a bigger Bulbasaur, isn't it? No, yeah. Grass starters are usually the best starters. I think my favorites are Grass and Water. There's like 1 or 2 fire type starters that I really like. Like, I like Typhlosion and I like Fennekin. Also, my other evil rock opinion is that there are many generations where I just box the starter. I simply don't like any of the starter Pokemon. And I don't hate them, like I'm not gonna be like evil to them. But I just don't use them. Yeah, I used to not understand it, but now I'm like, why would I play with a Pokemon? I've played Pokemon so many times now, why would I play with Pokemon that I've already played with and I know that I don't like playing it? What is your least favorite starter? Chimchar. I do not like Chimchar. I don't hate Chimchar, but I've used it and I don't like playing it with it at all. And it happens to be in a region that has very few fire types, which makes it even worse. What if they get sad? I mean, I could release them. Would that be better? Or I trade them to somebody else. Unsubbing, leaving forever. I'm sorry. Oh, and I also love Weasel. Weasel's like another one of my favorite Pokemon, and it's also absolute dog shit, but I love it. You'll never take it from me. Also, for your boxing your starter, think about it like loaning it to catch your own starter. Kinda, yeah, that's what you did with Wally. It's just that they gave it back, and the game doesn't give you an option to give it back. There was a moment where Floatzel was goated and competitive. There was a moment where Floatzel was goated and competitive. I loved every minute of it. Really? I was unaware of this. I wonder if I can draw a pinecone. Do I know how to draw a pinecone? Let's find out. So far, this is looking convincingly like a pinecone. I've never drawn one before. But I did used to, like, eat them as a kid, so I'm pretty intimately familiar with pinecones. Everyone's surprised. I ate bugs. Like, what are you talking about? Pinecones are like the least surprising thing I've eaten. I ate, like, animal salt licks. Hello, I just came back from dinner. Well, the art looks so good. Thank you. I did try dog food at one point. It was actually on a dare, and it made me violently ill because of how gross it was, which is really funny when knowing that I also, like, the other things I also ate, that's how bad dog food was, that it made bugs taste good in comparison. Pineco is a bug type, yes, this is true. Did the pinecones taste good? Just kind of earthy. Like, I don't think anything that I ate as a kid tasted particularly good. I just kept doing it. I think I had pica, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just ate shit, and I don't know why. And if someone was like, why did you do that? I wouldn't know how to answer them, because I was like, I don't know. Have you ever tried those foul jelly beans? Not only have I tried them, that was like a game that my family used to play. Also, this song is Shaba Dooby from Katamari Damacy. Also, thank you for the stretch redeem. Not literal shit though, no. That would be gross. Well, those jelly beans, I'm so mad they got rid of the toothpaste flavor. I feel like they just make them painful now. Like, before, it was like, oh, haha, this one tastes like grass, and it's like, oh, yuck. And now it's like, this one tastes like a skunk died and exploded into, like, flaming roadkill. Or it could be chocolate. Pica, basically just the thing where you eat things. I don't know how else to, what is pica? I was told about it once, but I don't really understand what it is. Apparently it happens when you're, like, nutrient deficient. Sorry, I'm bopping to this. Is it written like that for real? Wait, yes, why? Wait, why? Let me... That's like... Someone is really funny. Someone is really fucking funny. Someone has a sense of humor. Alright, hold on. I am just very briefly going to fill this in. You said, I think I had pica. You were like, you had what? That's so funny. that's all filled in. Eek. Okay, there we go. I think this is finally like sketched to the point where I could probably start lining it. And it's like not 9 yet. I'm also not tired, which is maybe not good because I'm supposed to be tired very shortly, but that's fine. Some Brazilian doctor is funny as fuck. No, exactly. I genuinely commend them for their sense of humor. Bro, the farters. Oh, I just realized I only drew one fucking pine cone. Okay, hold on. You wanna know how you draw more pine cones? Copy paste them and then just line over them individually so they look different. You drew that so fast? Thank you. And let's see, what other things are seasonal? I don't really know if I want. Oh wait, I could do like Christmas lights. That would be cute. Winsup Plateau, thank you for the sub. Sorry, I tried drawing holly leaves and it turned me evil, so I will not be doing that. Oh, and like bells. Maybe I'll do that over lights. We'll see. I don't know if I want to draw like a bunch of like, but the lights could look really cute. Hold on. Just gotta place them places that it won't get too noisy. Okay, I don't like the bell there. Eek, sorry. But the string lights I can do. And then I'll just have them kind of poking out. God, the shape of these things is like... I guess if it's like facing more out towards the viewer, it'd look more like that. Also, what size do you draw for things you're gonna print out? 400 DPI. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I had considered offering a service where I could print and send these to people, but I guess it's like if that's something you want. Because if I'm not mistaken, I have a laminator that's sitting right next to me. Maybe the bells with the ribbon? I could do that. Oh, please? I don't have any place by me to print it? Okay, honestly, Eggy, you might be my experimental, like, trial run with this. We have a printer and we have a laminator. So, well, let me talk to Forrest and ask him what he thinks is, like, a fair add-on price for it, but I don't foresee it being particularly expensive, just probably, like, for shipping and materials. For this, since it is such a trial run, but then we'll see. I would like it as well. Okay, that is good to know. I can DM you guys on Ko-Fi about it. I don't know. I have a lot of fun doing this. Although one thing I'm realizing is I don't think I priced it properly because it's going on like almost 3 hours of working on it. I forgot how slow that I draw now. I draw a lot more detailed now, so it's fun. But I might have to change my prices for the next time I do this. Which is okay, that's why I did them the way that I did them. I wanted to figure out how long it would take me. But now I'm just like, god damn, I wasn't expecting to do as detailed work as I'm doing. If it makes it easier to ship, you can send it along with my print club print. I never even thought about that. I forgot. Oh, Cat Kitters, thank you for the resub. Wait, when did you get a hype train? Who else? Also, thank you for the save break. Sorry, I totally missed that. I scrolled back up. It's looking so good. Thank you. Like I said, this is also really fun for me. I think there's something fun about doing character portraiture. I'm trying not to make this light look funny. I guess, like I said, my art has just become more detailed since I last did these kind of commissions. Oh my gosh, Toasty Try, thank you for the gifted sub. Honestly, I'll have to have like a little note that's basically set up like if you order something from the shop, or like maybe when you go to order comms, be like, if you want this physically, let us know and we can send it with whatever if you get something from the shop. Also, thank you for the pets, honey. Of course, you're always here and I want to give you some emotes. Oh, to retro. This character is so cute. Wait, do you want to see the art by the artist who commissioned this? Because I have the reference here. Look how cute. I'm really enjoying this. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm also really excited because I've drawn Eggy Sandwich's character before. Have I shown you guys? I want emotes. Wait, what emotes do you want? Do we get emotes every time we get like a hype train thing? Let's see, where's my downloads? This character, I don't know if you guys were here when I drew the character on stream, the chibi of it I did. Hold on, I can pull it up. I really like this character. I'm glad to get to draw it again. I think that's actually the beautiful thing about like doing commissions. To the person who asked earlier, I know it's been a bit, but like having repeat customers or like having people come back, in a way, like I get to have so many characters. Like he's just so cute. Ah! I didn't mean to draw on you, sorry. It's nice to see him again. I'm excited to do a badge. Dancing. I don't remember, but we've gotten to level 9 before. The fucking gritty goose, help me. I'm glad you like drawing him. I do. Oh, and then Strawble Cake, the tail thing is actually to show what like the characters like, basically what their flesh color is. So if you ever have to draw like something with their mouth open, or if you draw something where like they, I don't know, it's mostly like paw and like mouth color they do that people do that for. But that's usually why people do like the inside tail chop view. Or if you want to draw something for Halloween and have a character genuinely be like dead, then you also know it. Would you draw Critter doing the gritty? My boyfriend asked me. Checked some Meganium smoke on analysis for fun, and this comment is making me lose it. Meganium does have some unique moves along with its brethren like Dragon Tail and Aromatherapy, but otherwise you'd simply be better off using other defensive grass Pokemon such as Tangela, Roselia, Ferroseed, which have better utility overall. Bro got outclassed by Ferroseed. It's not fair. And some people like Candygore, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Polly, for the bits. Pet. Oh wait, did we make the level 2? Oh damn, we did. Gonna put some more lights here. Okay, though. I think that that's pretty fleshed out for how I want it to be. The only thing is, like, I could put a light chain going down, but that could get noisy. Baby, thank you for the bits. Thank you for pet petting. Okay, for now I think maybe I do just get started on lining this so that I'm not here like forever. Sniffa. I only buy bits to use on your channel? That's kinda gay. That's kinda gay! Damn, are you perhaps homosexual? Alright, but I can make this bigger now so that it's like nice and crisp when we do print it. If we do. Or when we do. Home of Sexual. Thank you for the posture check and the stretch. Also, Cyan, thank you for the bits. Admittedly, it does feel like it's getting a bit noisy. Yeah, with the stuff that's added on. Now, luckily, the light chains are gonna be green. Not the lights themselves, but the actual, like, wires. But I think if I put anything near the bottom where the character's face is meant to be, it's kind of like, I feel like that would be a bit much. The only other thing that I'm thinking is, like, I feel like this wire should not be near the antlers, because if these are going to be lights... hold on. They should honestly be farther away, like, somewhere like here? I don't think that even looks all that bad. Like, they're a little closer together, but I don't hate that. Are you gonna put the character name on the badge? I literally fucking forgot that I was supposed to do that. So hold on. See, this is why I stream my process, because we're working with like 2 brain cells at all times. Thank you for the bits, baby. Hold on. Let's move these pine cones, because I can still put the character name here. Oh no. It took the thing with them. No. Why did you take that with you? Oh, did I merge them all? I may have made a mistake. Twitch, give me emotes. Chewing the art style? Thank you. Alright, hold on. I am moving you again, though, so that we can bring you back to the center since you're big now. I have a feeling that one of the cats is hurgling in the room behind me. Just a feeling. Okay. Grab the pine cones. I mean, honestly, hold on. I'm just gonna move the pine cones off this. They might not even be necessary. We'll see. Because I could fit the name here. Although I'm gonna be so honest, I don't want to do lettering right now, so I'm gonna focus on the line art. Hear it hurtling. Hogglemon, I love that little dancing emote. That's animated by Kale? Stop, that's so cute. I've seen that a lot in their channel, I just didn't realize that they were the one that made it. Alright. I think I'm gonna use my kind of like black outline style for this too, because it would just look so nice and crisp, especially with these candles. I like the pine cones opposite to the bow, kind of adds balance. That's what I was thinking. Now there will be a name there, and I didn't delete the pine cones. I literally just took the layer away. I have collected all of the level 1 emotes. This is why you don't merge components without making a backup. Didn't you learn the vital rule from 3D? No, I was bad at 3D. You forget this, Lexicog. Also, it's fine. Like, it's easy to chop them up anyway. I love merging layers. It's like spring cleaning to me. and then I can just cut it out because it's a sketch, so it's okay if it looks a little shitty. Alright. Bro, I'm constantly thinking about how many random internet users posted something just from their own daily life and it became a meme or catchphrase for so many other people. Example, here at Hurgling Dream Post. No, I know, it's so funny. The layers deserve to be together. Love wins. I don't want to end stream. Like I said I was going to at 9 so I could go to bed early, but I'm having fun drawing, so I'm like, what if I don't want to be done? What if I want to keep playing? Kind of want to make a deer persona now. I've been seeing them a lot. I do love deer. It's funny because I have a deer character who does not fucking look like a deer. Like I drew her like 2 years ago and I could probably draw her much better now. But goes back to my, like, you know, learning to draw different animal heads will help you draw furries better, because, hold on, you will regret it tomorrow. I will. That's why I'm thinking of actually being good, because if there's one thing I do not fuck around with, it's my sleep. I do not miss out on sleep. I have to see this deer now. Hold on, let me grab her. I will happily show her. But I don't fucking know how to, I did not know how to draw deer. I think she looks really cute still, like, I think the design is good, but you can tell how long it's been since I drew her because of the scratchiness of the sketch art and then, like, the colors. Should you make next week's schedule? I probably should, but I think I'm gonna do that, honestly. Damn, this song got loud as fuck. Hello? I think I'm going to do that over the weekend, just because I want to adjust what we're going to do next week depending on my energy levels after we get Nova. She could be worse. Oh, absolutely. I was going to say, I think the design's cute. I just did not know how to draw deer. Looks like a shark jackalope. Yeah. The desaturation is crazy. Yes, this is back when I worked at Starbucks and was very depressed, so my colors are much more now. I think that, like, the other thing that's really fun about, like, the Leica's comic characters is you can see when I started learning how to, like, draw animals, because, like, the characters' designs are all, like, vague ideas of animals, and in a way, it does add to the stylization. I think that it's fun. But how I would design a rabbit character now versus how I drew Yue, or, like, how I would draw a dog character now versus how I drew Leica, are very different. Not bad, it's just, I think it's funny. You can tell, too, what characters were designed in what part of the process because they start to look very different. Milk chocolate flavor? Do you mean this character? She's actually meant to be mint chocolate chip. Bro, I really like this. Maybe I do need to do more name badges. They're just so fun. They're like so... I feel like saying zen is not the right word as someone that, like, literally has friends that are Buddhist. But, like, the repetitive action of, like, lining and cleaning things up and, like, getting more detailed character profiles, like, oh, it's so nice. It's so relaxing. That's just the real word that I was looking for. Before we go, can you save Tuesday's stream to the VOD channel if you can? What was Tuesday's stream again? Could you... I can check afterwards, but I probably can? Every time I want to draw something on my tablet, I need to clean it because flies keep pooping on it. Yo, you. But also, Clown, I saved the Cat Bacino one to the VOD's channel just today, and I'm currently going through the one where we drew the panel chibis. And also, yes, I should be able to save this one to the VOD's channel. Because I saw Onyx just ask. Hold on, let me see what Tuesdays was. The only trouble of Tuesdays is if it's like a Leica's Comet one. yesterday we did Leica's Comet. Was Tuesday the day that we did trainer sonas? It was, but we got really off topic. I guess that's the only reason I wouldn't save it to the... Also, you should get it to Monster Hunter. It would be up your alley. Oh, I fully believe you, but I don't think I can play any more video games now or I will die. I'm going to be so honest, I play just Animal Crossing at this point because I work so much. I do not play a lot of video games. And Animal Crossing basically force locks you out of doing new activity unless you want to time travel, which I don't. Also, hello, Melontoon. Leica's Comet streams go unlisted with a link on the Ko-Fi. Honestly, ever fluctuating, that actually is not a bad idea. If you don't mind if I borrow that, I'll have to decide how much work I want to do because I don't know if I want to post all that, but that said... Oh my gosh, did we just get raiders? Hello! Welcome into Creature, I love your username. Oh, I also love Hollow Knight. I love Hollow Knight, I just haven't played it in forever. However, when Silksong releases, you may not be seeing very much of me. I mean, you'll probably see the exact same amount of me because I like streaming, but maybe I'll just be very sleep deprived. Who knows? Skong? Hello! Also, like I said, Creature, I love your username. Finally, the sequel to Critter, Creature. If Silksong releases, don't say that. Don't say it like that. I'll cry. I'll be so sad. What if you streamed Silksong? I could, but I will be so for real. My enjoyment of Hollow Knight did kind of come from just being able to sit and chill. Like, I don't think I've ever shown my Hollow Knight save file, but I have like 400 hours on my Hollow Knight save file. So as long as you guys were nice, as long as you weren't like, why are you just sitting on the bench? Then like, yes, I can do that. I didn't know you streamed. Oh, no, it's okay. I don't super duper advertise my streams. I put them like announcements on my Tumblr and on my Blue Sky. And every so often I'll post a schedule to YouTube, but you know, if you didn't know, that's perfectly fine. If we get Silksong this year, I'm gonna be happy because Deltarune and Silksong? No, I know, it's beautiful. Oh shit, you made Leica's Comet? Yeah, that's me! Hold on. Ha! There you go, there's all the places you can read it. But also, here's me working on some pages of it. Smiles, little, like, treat spoilers for the Raiders.
Baby, these are the kind of emotes that I want you to make. Hang on.
Yeah?
Hang on. Not that one. But if you go in... The brick?
It's okay. Don't worry. Really, thanks for saving all the VODs you save. Of course, Clown. I do my best. I do love that one. For some reason, I thought it was a Game Boy game at first from the art. Wait, Leica's Comet? Or for a Hollow Knight and Silksong? Or Deltarune, which I would understand that one. Leica's Comet? Wait, really? I mean, that's a compliment. That is a high compliment, but no, it's like my comic that I've been writing for 2 years, actually, in April. Well, okay, so I've been writing it for 3 years, but it's been public for 2 years. Wait, I said 3. Yes, writing for 3, public for 2. Wait, what about tomorrow? Wait, did I say something tomorrow? Deltarune tomorrow? Wait, what? What? Deltarune tomorrow is a meme. Oh my god, guys, you're scaring me. I was gonna say, because tomorrow we're going to take my friend to surgery, so I would just have to, like, turn off my phone and not look at the internet for all day if it was coming out tomorrow. You really think people would do that? Just get on the internet and tell lies? No, it's okay. Also, I'm heading out. Hope everyone has a good night. Thank you. And I hope so too. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of eating this line art. Onyx, I don't know what happened. You sat through my ugly duckling phase of this sketch, but it was worth it because it's turning out cute as hell. I say as I tried to draw the chin like 7 times. Don't look. Everyone look away. Close your eyes. Two evil thoughts have crossed my mind. One, I'm not really sleepy. Two, I really want coffee right now, and I need to wake up at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow, so both of those are thoughts that I should not indulge in. It was not an ugly duckling. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching the whole thing. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I think instead I will simply make ramen because it's warm and will put me to sleep. Stop that. I love your line art so much, angel hair noodles. Wait, fuck. Maybe I don't make ramen. Maybe I make angel hair pasta with pesto. That sounds like it would be so good now. Now, ramen would put me to sleep because it's soup, but we don't have sesame oil, which is kind of a key component to making good ramen to me. Caffeine at 8 p.m., you don't understand. I'm built different. I worked at Starbucks and worked night shifts and morning shifts, and also I was a college student. I will drink coffee any time of day if I feel like drinking it and then reap the consequences of it severely. Is it good for me? No. But I do it. Haha, doo-doo. Sorry. No, you're not. I was going to say I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it tonight because we have somewhere to be tomorrow. Says my boyfriend rage emote in the chat. I miss sesame oil. When I make ramen, what I do is I put sesame oil, a little splash of soy sauce, the flavor packet. I'll put mushrooms in to cook with the pasta noodles. I'll either soft boil or fry an egg on the side, and then chopped green onions on the top, and that's usually my ramen. I actually don't like very creamy broth ramen. I prefer fatty or more watery broth. And I didn't realize that until I'd tried making creamy broth a few times from recipes I'd found. And I did it right. And I've even had creamy broth in stores. And after a few times I was like, actually, I prefer it thinner, which is an insane thing to say, but it's more satisfying. Coffee is so weird for me. Either it'll make me very sleepy or a high anxiety mess. I understand it. I know many people like that. So you're not alone. Instant ramen with a couple drops of sesame oil was 50% of my food intake when I was 13. See, it's funny because I never ate ramen until I was 24 and I had wisdom tooth surgery and I literally couldn't eat anything else. But now I love it. I was too scared to try new foods when I was younger, read autism. And so when Fars and I started dating, he slowly lured me out of my cave by having me try new foods every so often. I'm going to put the Critter Minecraft model in games. Do you prefer Figura or custom player models? I use Figura, if that's okay. Someone else actually also made a Figura model, and I was playing around with it the other day, and it was really fun. So if you put it in Figura, we would already have it downloaded and ready to go. Also, thank you to Crazy Cake. I love your username. I'm gonna go bounce and eat. No worries, and thank you for stopping by. My ramen is doused in hot sauce. Is it still refreshing that way? Is it still like a yummy soup? I also like spicy things, so no shame in that respect. Just I eat ramen when my tummy hurts because it's nice and mild for me, and then I get the salt in because I didn't have pots, so I need salt. Wait, stop, that was actually such a good line. Hello? My mind. Wait, I think I made the eyes bigger. Oh, I most certainly did. Hold on, we must fix this expeditiously. Thoughts on pho? I've never had pho before. My boyfriend keeps wanting to take me out for it. Honestly, maybe we'll look for a pho place when Nova gets here and we can all go out together. That would be really fun. What does the other model look like? Crazy Cake, if you check my Blue Sky, where I reblogged your model, or retweeted, I don't know what it's called there, I would highly recommend seeing, or not highly recommend, God, I'm tired. Anyway, I retweeted it there. Sorry. I was reading a comment and also trying to say at the same time, it is on my Blue Sky profile, I retweeted it. Go Eepers. No, I want to keep drawing. I'm really having fun doing your commission. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. I will end. I'm gonna try and get the eye line art done, I think. It's a reskeet if you're cool. Okay, what I'll say is I just saw Kale go live, so let me finish lining the eyes and then we can go raid Kale. How does that sound? So you guys can keep watching art. Kale is my Pookie. Kale and Smith, although I don't think Smith's live right now. I could be wrong. No, they're not live. Okay, I promise. Chat, we might have to jump critter. Help! Please spare me. Let me just see if the eyelashes look good shaded. Do we fuck with it or is it too dark? Like... Hold on, I low-key might hate it. Alright, I'm gonna sleep on it. That's the decision. I'm gonna sleep on it and then I'm gonna decide. Cause... Oh, it's because the straight edge of the pupil, or of the iris, that's also part why. Kale bullied my floor plant? No! Why? Redeem stretch. Y'all are really trying to get me off this computer. Okay, that looks better. I don't know what it was. I just needed to round out the outside of the eye and it looks fine. All right, I'll save and we'll stop and we'll go raid Kale. It was smushed against the desk. Okay, that's kind of funny. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by. No, I just wanted you to stretch. Thank you, the Arctic Circle System. I'm sorry, I meant that cheeky, but I appreciate it. But anyway, thank you all so much for coming. I will see you soon. We're not going to be going live tomorrow. We are going live next Monday because tomorrow we are getting my friend Nova. What's the raid message? We don't usually do one, but you can literally just do the little cheering or like waving critter and say meowdy. Anyway, see you next week, guys, and ciao.